Key takeaways from the Epstein releases from the Trumpy trafficking tranche thus far. Trump knew about the girls, so said Ghislaine Maxwell. Trump is reported to have spent Thanksgiving with Epstein in 2017, that's like a year into his first presidency, isn't it? And it's several years after he claimed to have severed ties. Not a dissimilar situation to the one that recently got Andrew Mountbatten Windsor into trouble, is it? For saying that he distanced himself and broken it off, and then later it transpires through these emails that actually that wasn't the case. He lied. Epstein emailed Ghislaine Maxwell and somebody else was a third party in the email, and they were speaking in generalities, but also in a way that alludes to them having compromat on him. Blackmail material on Donald Trump, which is something that we've talked about quite a lot on this channel, isn't it? About the obsession with kid fucking in the media, the labelling of Epstein as a billionaire paedophile is always how he's referred to. But curiously, never do any, or very, very rarely do any of the news outlets acknowledge or pursue the idea that he was gathering compromising blackmail material and probably blackmailing very, very powerful individuals to do God knows fucking what. What did they do? Are they still under blackmail? Will we ever know? What wars were started? What decisions were made? Instead, even your most trusted news outlets are like, oh, it was a nonce. That's it, eh? That's all there is to it. He was just a raging nonceberg. Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's good. What does it say on your name badge there? Oh, I'm the head of investigative reporting for the New York Times. Oh, great. Yeah, good job. The White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, responded to all of these disclosures, this embarrassment, by lying to reporters that Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago for being a creep, which is a story that has long been debunked. There is no evidence of it. There's no names, no dates, nothing. Nobody's ever been named as the supposed, like, the father of the victim or surviving, onto whom Epstein was supposedly, allegedly creeping. Nobody's been ever able to prove this. There's no record of Epstein's membership being abruptly terminated. Remember, because it's a members club. It is literally just a made-up story. That's all it is. Another lie by Donald Trump, and then latterly performed by the White House press secretary, and now held up to the bleaching light of the truth. With these emails, it falls to pieces once again. These emails that suggest that he was all on Epstein's dick for that 2017 Thanksgiving thing. Also, Maxwell and Epstein were emailing in another email about how Donald Trump, had spent hours in his house, in Epstein's house, with Virginia Giuffre. And yet, even though you've got, what have we got here in these disclosures? Even though we've got admittedly quite speculative or, somewhat circumstantial evidence, I'm of the belief when I read these stories, I'm like, they wouldn't just be saying this shit for no reason, would they? Like, he probably did do some shit. Donald Trump, don't we think? Like, he probably has. On the balance of probabilities, if you weigh it all up, with the things, the way that they're talking about him in these emails, his hesitancy to release all of this stuff, the weird way that he's defensive and protective over the disclosures, going so far as to shut down the government to avoid the vote on the release of all of this. He ridiculed his own conspiracy theorist supporters. Don't know if you remember that. That was only about 2 months ago. Like, on the balance of probabilities, I would say he almost certainly did fuck some trafficked children. I think that's a solid guesstimate at this stage. I think it explains all of his behaviour. I think we've got all of that historical context. The taped interview with Epstein where he refers to Trump. He says, like, oh, I was basically his best friend for like 10 years. The video of them talking and laughing together when they're pointing at women at the party. And yet, how weird is this? That he will probably, if there's nothing concrete in there, he'll probably survive this, won't he? Like, he'll still be the president. The RNC will still kowtow to him for fear of some sort of reprisal or response or whatever. Like I was saying to some friends earlier, the only way he gets ousted as a result of this is if there really is a smoking gun in those files where somebody explicitly mentions or proves that he was fucking kids. You know? That's, or if maybe, this is the other option. If the Republican Party, led by Vance, by JD Vance, if the rest of them get so unutterably fed up with not being able to talk about anything else, because every time they go to announce a new bill or a policy or like all of the questions from like the press pool are all about the Lolita Express. It's just full on political paralysis. They can't get anything done because the center of gravity is all around these files and disclosures. Like, just paralysis. That could get him out too. And as I was saying earlier on, I guested on the Sunday Roast show with Alex. But I was like, the thing that makes me think that there might be a smoking gun is how weird he's been about it all.